What's up? Today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think the MPC is better than the Maschine Plus. Let's get it.
MIDI clip.
What's up? This is the King O Caesar bringing you unboxings, tutorials, and gear reviews just like this one. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit that bell notification button like a homemade bike ramp that you made in the woods. Okay guys, we're back. This video is going to be mostly the Maschine Plus versus the MPC Live 2, and I'll explain later on in this video the reason why. So let's get right into it. The first reason why I think the MPC is better than the Maschine Plus is the internal storage. So why it's true that you can upgrade your internal memory on a Maschine Plus, the only way you could do it is through SD cards or through external hard drives. On the MPC Live, you have a SATA bay where you can put internal drives into your MPC Live. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm not going to take mine out, but as you can see right here, there's a bay for you to put an internal hard drive in it. It takes SSD drives or just regular hard drives up to 2 terabytes. So what is that good for? Well, that's good for having more storage for samples, for more internal synths, or whatever you want to put on there, more room for projects. It's just great to have that internal storage whenever you need it. And it means that you won't have to bring extra hard drives or extra SD cards with you when you're on the go. The number 2 reason why the MPC Live 2 is better than the Maschine Plus is because it has an internal battery. Why does an internal battery matter so much when you're doing production on the go? I will show you. Here is my MPC Live. Now I have the version 1. This isn't the version 2, but still has an internal battery. Let me show you the magic of this. Now, as you can see, I am fully ready to go. This will work for hours, and I don't need any external power sources to power this thing. I can take it just how it is and make music anywhere I want to. I think that is a great feature, and one of the reasons why the MPC Lives are so appealing to most people is because you have the option to take this thing on the go and make beats wherever you want to make them. That's a great feature. Now, this doesn't mean that this can't be done with the Maschine Plus. Furthermore, a lot of people in the MPC community use the same type of tactic when they're using the MPC 1. They will get an external power bank and take their AC adapter and use that on the go with their device. But the MPC Live 2 has a built-in battery, so that means that there's less cables, less power banks, just less things that you have to carry with you when you're trying to go on the go to make music, and that's powerful. The number 3 reason why the MPC Live is better than the Maschine Plus is auto sample. Now I hear a lot of Maschine Plus users talking about the internal synths and VSTs that the Maschine Plus comes with, but what people don't realize with the MPC Live 2, you can auto sample all those plugins. So let's say I don't have a Maschine Plus, but I want to get native instrument sounds inside my MPC Live 2. What am I going to do? I'm just going to auto sample my VSTs and put them right in here. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, I'm in the MPC software, and right here you can see that I have it's selected for a plugin. So this is the plugin. If you go right here, you want to make sure that you have this one selected right here. That's your plugin. I have a contact pulled up right here. Show you that. And I have a preset selected for hybrid strings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight into the auto sample. So from here, you can either go up here to the top right there, click on that. You have a drop down and I have tools. You can go down to auto sample, or on the actual MPC, I can show you how it goes. Let me switch screens. You're going to go to your menu button. You're going to hit menu, and you're going to hit the sample button. Now, you want to make sure that you're registering your audio. So when you hit a key or when you hit a pad, it should register right there. So I had to put mine into resample LR for me to get that with contact. So from there, you want to go up here, and then you're into the auto sample IO. And I'm not going to go through this. If you guys want to see a video on this, I have a video on my channel. I'll have it linked up at the top in the card. So click on that if you want to see how to auto sample your VSTs. But I'm just going to go through here and we're going to auto sample this. I already have everything pretty much set up the way I want. It's going to take 196 seconds. So let's do it. And as you can hear right now, it is sampling this patch. Every 3 notes is sampling every 3 notes. As soon as it is done, we're going to come right back. Now we're back, guys. And as you can see, this is now set as a key group. As you see right here, it's no longer a plugin, it is on the key group function. And now we have that. Now we have that patch sample. Now, if we want to make it sound better, we can do things like this, like going to plugin, edit, go to envelopes, and I can adjust the amp envelope on here. Do something like that. Oh, I want to set it to all. Now, as you can see, I have that patch sampled in here. If we go back to plugin, you hear that? Go back to this. And there you go. You auto sampled your plugin. And this is great because if you don't own the Maschine Plus, but you do own like some like Complete or some Native Instrument plugins, this is a way that you can take them with you and put them inside your MPC. This is like a cheat sheet. I mean, for real. Listen to this. So it is doable. If you guys like this type of content, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I really appreciate it. The number 4 reason why the MPC Live is better than the Maschine Plus is the touchscreen. Let me explain why. Now, I know the Maschine Plus have a lot of function buttons and knobs that help you navigate shortcuts when you're using the Maschine Plus. But sometimes it's good to have a touchscreen. I'm going to demonstrate some of the ways on the MPC Live that a touchscreen is very useful. So we're back here in standalone mode and we're going to pull up a splice sample.
I'll let you get to me once now, baby.
And it doesn't matter what sample it is, we're just demonstrating. So go back to menu, go to sample edit. So now you see I have this sample right here. Okay, so now if I want to just make quick chops, I can go in here and I can create my own chops if I want to. So that's one way.
Chicken one, babe. Now
I just made my own chops. I can hit this button and I can zoom in, zoom out. So I can really get in here. If I want to chop this, I can create another chop right there. So, I mean, it just allows you to do a lot of things. Another thing that's great with the touchscreen is MIDI manipulation. I'm about to load up a drum kit and then I'm going to play something and then I'm just going to manipulate the MIDI. Okay, you guys get it. So now when I go into this MIDI right here, I can see all my MIDI right here. Let's say I don't like the hi-hats. I can click on that, hit shift, and cut them out. Let's say I want to move these over. I want to move something over. I can hit this part. I can highlight these. And then I can nudge them. So I can move them wherever I want to go. If I want to draw some stuff in, I can hit the pencil and draw notes in myself. Now, it doesn't really sound good and doesn't really make sense, but just showing you that I can do it if I want to. I can draw wherever I want to go. I can draw it. And if I don't like any of it, I can select it all, shift cut, and it's all gone. Another great way is with automation. So let's say I did some hi-hats and I wanted them to change velocity. Okay, so now I can go over here, and here goes my velocity right here. I can change my velocity just by moving my hand on the screen and selecting how high I want the velocities to go. You can also go to the main. You click this button up, and now you can see your velocities right here, and I can also draw on this. And as you can see, it's pretty responsive. So I can do velocity sweeps. I can do stuff with pan. I can do stuff with I can do all type of parameters if I want to. And I can automate it that way by just touching the screen. That's pretty sick. So those are 3 different ways that the touchscreen is very good on the MPC Live. Now, you don't need this for the Maschine Plus, but I just feel like it's just an added feature, and it's something that's great to use, especially if you're used to doing it. I couldn't go from using the MPC Live to the Maschine Plus and not having those functions because I'm already used to it by now. And it's one of those things that you don't know you need it or know that you want it unless you have it. And if you do have it and you have to go away from it, then you're going to miss it. There you go. Now, I'm not here to rag on the Maschine Plus. It has some great features. I'm about to highlight some of those right now. Now, I never held a Maschine Plus in my hands, but from what a lot of people have said, the build quality is far superior to the MPC Live with the metallic knobs and the metallic shell. So it's built like a tank. That's one of the things that it has over the MPC Live. The Maschine Plus has a lot of function buttons, a lot of ways to get from A to B, being able to go straight to pad perform from just touching a button or do chord mode. Even though the MPC Live 2 has more buttons, so the MPC Live 2 is more on par with the Maschine Plus when it comes to the shortcuts. Now, the third thing is one of the things that the Maschine Plus lovers talk about all the time, and that is the VST plugins. Now, it comes with a great suite of plugins. We all know these plugins. They're great. They're industry standard, and they just sound phenomenal. But the MPC Live and Akai is coming back with the new software or VST instruments that we have now in standalone. We're on the right path to catching up to you guys as far as sound. The new Hype plugin, Mellotron, Odyssey, and I forgot the other one that we have. Those sound really great and really add to the MPC Live. So we're on our way, but you still can't count out the VST plugins that come with Native Instruments Maschine Plus. So that's one way that the Maschine Plus is killing the MPC Live too, is with the software instruments. So the Maschine Plus is great in its own right, but there's one thing that really gets me, and this is the biggest reason why the MPC is better in my opinion. And that's the fifth reason, and that is the price. Now, I said this in my MPC versus Maschine Plus video, and I will say it again in my Flossie Carter voice. The price for the Maschine Plus is too goddamn high. Now, with the Maschine Plus current features, I will compare it more to the MPC 1 with better build quality. So when I'm thinking about price, I feel like that it should be priced the same as the MPC 1. And that's around $800. But the price for this thing is more than the MPC Live 2. Now, I don't know about you, but when I look at devices, I look at features. And when it comes down to it, the MPC Live has more features than the Maschine Plus. Just the 5 that I mentioned are game changers. Now, I know right now, a lot of you Maschine Plus people are at home acting like Pinky from Friday.
Shut the fuck, shut. No! Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else.
But before you guys go crazy, just remember that this is just my opinion. I'm just presenting facts to back up the reason why I feel like the MPC Live 2 is better than the Maschine Plus. What we all should remember is that these things are just tools. They're only as great as the user behind them. So focus on being great, and either one will be good for you. If you guys like this type of content, you should check out this video in whatever corner it is. I never get it right. Other than that, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.